Hi, so day three of isolation. I It's the end of the day. I've had my dinner and I'm just about to settle in for the night and watch TV for a while. So today, day three in isolation is the day that you actually get your first test. So this morning I got a phone call to say, report to the nurses station. We have a consent form that we fill out. We take our passport to make sure that the person being tested is in fact the person that's standing in front of them, and then we go in and we have the old shove the thing up the nostril test, the PCR test. If anybody hasn't seen or heard about the test that they do for COVID, it's quite unpleasant. It doesn't hurt, but yeah, it's really yucky. It makes your eyes water, makes your bum go a little bit funny, and for me, it made my nose run, and I kind of started sneezing and things. But I've got sinus problems, so it's pretty easy to irritate my sinuses. But it's essentially a long, looks like a bottle brush on a long thin wire that they insert up your nose, and it goes up and around down the back of your throat, and they wriggle it around there, and they kind of count so that they can leave it sort of in there for a while to pick up whatever it's picking up, and then they pull it out again. And it's usually over and done with in a matter of seconds. But I've got to tell you, it kind of feels like a lifetime while you're sitting there, kind of trying not to sneeze or clear your throat or anything, because it's so tickly that it does kind of set you off. But anyway, so I had the test. I have no problems, so I don't think that that's going to come back with anything for me. I have absolutely no signs of the virus, and I've come from Brisbane, where up until very recently um, we've had no community transmission, so I'm not concerned about that. Anyway, after doing the test, that was kind of like the well, it was the second highlight of my day. First highlight was that one of my family who lives up here in Auckland came and visited me, and so yeah, we were allowed to have visitors. You can't have anybody here for very long. They have to stand on the other side of the fence, and there's the old dot that says you stand here, and the other person can stand here, and then you talk through the fence. Um, and They don't have to have a mask on, but we do. So essentially, when we leave our room, we have to have a mask on. So if you're in any public areas, if you go outside to get some sunshine, even if you're away from other people, you do have to have your face covered at all times. And they've given us packets of masks. So if you are moving about and pretty much if you are wearing your mask constantly for 3 to 4 hours, then you should be changing it. At least that's the advice that's been given. And obviously not touching it and stuff, which can be hard when you've got glasses on, because you're always trying to pinch your nose so that you're not fogging up your glasses, which is something that happens to me a lot. So yes, I got a visitor today, which was just beautiful, and very, very much appreciated. I love that my cousin came to see me, just to check up on me and show her support while I'm in here. Um, and Yeah, look, it's great getting a visitor. So if anybody wants to come, let me know. Having said that, I know that there are a lot of people who are quite nervous around being around these facilities because of the potential access to somebody who may in fact be carrying the virus. So if you also would like to come and see me, but you don't want to be close to the facility, that's fine. But feel free to organise a time to catch up online, because it's just nice to have a chat with people. Um, so those were, I guess, basically the two highlights of my day. I've got one question that came through yesterday in the post that I put up, so I thought I'd answer that as well, and that is, how segregated are we from other people, and are we kept away? Like, do they have all the Australians in one place, and all of the people coming in from the UK or anywhere else separately? And I don't understand the official answer to that, but because I do have a room that's near a window by the car park, and I can hear all the different voices and things and people coming and going. it does seem to me that we are not all segregated. So I don't think that it's only people from Brisbane or only people from Australia here. It's also not only people who got off our plane. So we got met at the airport on a bus, and maybe there was, I don't know, 300 people say on the plane. It was an almost full flight that I came in on from Brisbane, and we got put onto buses and told which hotels that we were going to, but the bus wasn't full, so we had one of those big 45 seaters, and maybe there was 20, if that, people on our bus who came to this facility. But there were no other buses, there were no other check-ins on the day, so I assume that they just spread everybody throughout all the different facilities in Auckland, because everybody that was on our plane stayed in Auckland for isolation. Um, and um, and then while we're here in the hotel, we really are meant to stay in our rooms. You really only go out if you have somebody who comes to visit you. If you want to go outside and go for a walk, again, you put your mask on. You really should be limiting the amount of time that you're out there. Um, and certainly, if you get too close to people that look like they're not in your bubble, and they do ask you, the security people will say, are you guys all in the same bubble? And a couple of people have said, oh, no. And they said, oh, well, do you mind stepping apart? So they are trying to keep everybody separate. So in terms of how safe do I feel that I might be exposed to other people from other countries who may have could potentially be carrying a more virulent version of the virus. I feel really safe. I don't feel like I'm being exposed in any way, shape, or form. And so, yeah, you pretty much stick to your own bunch of people, and that's it. Um, so yeah, so anyway, that's day 3. If there's any other questions around, what's it like here in my little hotel room, then feel free to ask. And I've got all of the instructions here that we've been given. So if if anybody's got a question, I can consult the manual and answer you with the official answer, and then also give my very loose opinion of it as well. Anyway, thanks for watching. This again is day 3 of Mary Lee in managed isolation in Auckland, and I will be back in tomorrow to talk to you, if not the next day. Thanks. Bye.